When it comes to all things energy and environment, government watchdogs can point to a costly list of green failed projects. Think Solyndra and Fisker. They blame failures on bad policy.
These two bailouts have one thing in common, that it promulgates this culture of dependency on government and taxpayers.
Most of those same failed initiatives, says David Williams, are about to play out with large infusions of tax dollars going to climate change efforts. The latest comes in the form of nearly $200 million tax dollars on its way to California.
California is our biggest agricultural producer. So what happens here matters to every working American, right down to the cost of food that you put on your table.
President Obama in California last week linked its long-lasting drought to climate change. His trip coincided with a proposal and new pressure on Congress to spend $1 billion to help communities where ranchers and farmers now struggle to stay afloat.
We know a lot of guys in the livestock industry right now that have already sold out or are on the very edge of that cliff about to fall off.
There are now 18 federal agencies engaged in climate research, assistance, and technology. According to some estimates, the U.S. already spends more than $20 billion a year fighting global warming. Secretary of State John Kerry in Indonesia earlier this week said climate change is as big a threat as terrorism, poverty, and weapons of mass destruction. But Wayne Cruz with the Competitive Enterprise Institute says it's all just a Band-Aid that postpones the inevitable at the expense of taxpayers across the country. Cruz says it's just more of the same reckless spending we see all too often coming out of Washington. I'm Kai Jackson reporting.